Switch. Hello and welcome to SwitchPod, where we make short videos about games. Today we'll talk about Nintendo Switch 2 game releases and the timeline, and something that is maybe a bit into the future and my guess for 2025 releases. We know a lot of them, but there are still some mysteries around, so let's take a look. If we look at the timeline, then the 5th of June we have Mario Kart World, which is the very big title that is coming out. That is the console seller that Nintendo is pushing forward, and the one they're hoping to push to really sell a lot of Switches. And that's a very good one because it's the one game that sold the most on the Nintendo Switch One. Together with the nuns, they have Zelda Breath of the Wild, they have Tears of the Kingdom, which is a kind of upgrade which you can get when you subscribe to the Nintendo Online universe, anyways. And then you have the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, which is a bit of a downer, but it's there. A bit later in the summer, you have Drag X and Drive. They're not precise yet. It's a smaller game, more to test the features of the joysticks, but nothing major. Then we have on July 17th Donkey Kong Bananza. That's another possible major game. We're not quite sure how big it will go since the last game with Donkey Kong actually was 3D, at least was on the Nintendo 64. So it's a huge gamble for Nintendo to return to the 3D universe and see what Donkey Kong can bring up. Then we have a Super Mario Party, which is another big game they're pushing forwards. Nintendo here is really pushing the family element forward with both Mario Kart World and Super Mario Party Jamboree. But then again, this is a Switch game which they're just adding a small new feature to the Switch 2. So my guess is it will not sell that much compared to the Switch. Then August 28th, we have Kirby, the Forgotten Land upgrade, which is just another Switch game they're trying to push forward on Switch 2. And then we go into the guessing territory. This was the known games, and now we're talking about a bit what I expect. Looking at the previous games Nintendo is pushing forwards, there's been a lot of family elements you have, and something for kids. So what they're really missing is the adult segment, and here Metroid Prime 4 is a big front runner for this segment. So my guess is they'll push that forward for September. Metroid Prime didn't sell that much when it was out on GameCube. They sold around 1 to 3 million, which probably was a lot at that time. But today, that number is quite low if you compare it today. So it's a gamble for Nintendo to put a Prime title out, but it actually targets a very specific segment, which is the adult segment or elder segment. Of course, younger will play it, and it looks like to be a really cool game. But my guess is it will perform much better than it did the GameCube. In October, my guess is they will push out Kirby Air Riders, which is an experimental game as well, from what I look at it. Kirby Air Riders, the first one has not been out since the GameCube, so this is a new one. And then I think they'll push the Zelda title out, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. We know end of year they'll come out with the Pokemon ZA, but that's not a Switch 2 only title. That's for the Switch as well. So we are missing one mystery game for the holiday sales, which can help facilitate selling the Switch 2 consoles. And let's talk a bit about that. So what is the mystery game? If we take a look at the launch window for the Switch 1 and how much it sold, then you have Mario Kart up there with 68 millions, Zelda with Breath of the Wild with 33 millions, and that's the two major titles together with Super Mario Odyssey was sold 29 million units. Splatoon 2 sold 40 million, and actually you have 1 and 2 Switch, Xenoblade Chronicle 3, ARMS 3 million, and Pokemon Tournament 1.5 million. I don't think they'll come out with a brand new Zelda game. That's too soon compared to Tears of the Wild. So I think the big game for the holiday sales Nintendo is hiding from us is a new Super Mario 3D game. Since it was a major success for the Switch 1 and helped sell tons of the Switch 1 consoles, then it could seem to me that they're repeating the strategy both with pushing Mario Kart in front, but also and also Zelda in front with the upgrade, though I don't think it'll sell as much as previously. Then I think the big major hidden game for The holiday sale will be a new 3D Super Mario game, which we'll hear more about later this year. That's it. Thank you so much for listening to me and have a wonderful day. Cheers all.